we have two equations for lines. There's y equals mx plus b. That's called slope-intercept form, where m is equal to the slope and your y-intercept is 0, comma b. The other equation we're going to use primarily is point-slope form, where the slope of the line is m and it passes through the point x1, comma y1. So this is actually a point that's on the line. Our goal here is to find the equation of the line that goes through those 2 points. And regardless of the equation we're going to use for the actual line, we first need to find the slope. Slope is y minus y over x minus x. That would give us 8 over 6, which simplifies down to 4/3. So I know my slope is 4/3. Next, I could use either one of those equations. I'm going to choose to use point-slope form, and I'll use this as my point. So y minus y equals the slope of 4/3 times x minus 9. Distribute that 4/3, so it's 4/3 x minus 12. Add 1 to both sides, so y equals 4/3 x minus 11. That's the equation of the line that passes through those 2 points. We want to write the equation of the line perpendicular to this one and passing through that point. First of all, I'm going to solve this equation for y. And it's not really necessary to simplify this down any further because that's almost irrelevant to the problem. The important thing is that now that we know the slope of this line is negative 3/8, that means that our slope perpendicular to that one is going to be a positive 8/3. So we're going to use this slope and this point to write the equation of the line. And just so you can see how the other equation is used, let's go ahead and do this one in slope-intercept form. Y equals 8/3 x plus b. We'll plug negative 1 in for y. We'll plug 4 in for x. So negative 1 equals 32 over 3 plus b. Subtract 32/3 from both sides, and we get negative 35 over 3 equals b. So then the equation of the line is y equals 8/3 x minus 35 over 3. The next equation asks for the perpendicular bisector of the segment connecting those 2 points. So we need to make sure we get perpendicular to that one first. So we're going to calculate the slope. 8 minus negative 10 over 5 minus negative 1. That's 18 over 6 or 3. To get perpendicular to that, we want the opposite reciprocal, so that's going to be negative 1/3. That takes care of the perpendicular part. And then in order to bisect that, we need to know the midpoint between those 2 points. So 5 plus negative 1 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 8 plus negative 10 is negative 2. Divided by 2 is negative 1. So there is our midpoint. Now we're going to write the equation of the line that has this point and goes through and has that slope. So y minus negative 1 equals negative 1/3 times x minus 2. Y plus 1 equals negative 1/3 x plus 2/3. Subtract 1 from both sides, and you end up with y equals negative 1/3 x minus 1/3. Next one is the same kind of problem. So I will show the work for this one. So at this point you can see that the slope is negative 10/3. Slope perpendicular is going to be 3/10. Here is the calculated midpoint. So y minus negative 3 is equal to the slope of 3/10 times x minus 9/2. A lot more work to do with fractions this time. Y plus 3 equals 3/10 x minus 27 over 20. And then subtract 3 from both sides. We end up with y equals 3/10 x minus 87 over 20.